Hello everybody and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Last time, I believe we had just arrived at Camp Forlorn. Hope? Kinda just wanted to check out the area. There is... what is this quest?
First recons at Camp Forlorn. Hope.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, we came over here to check out if there are any more NCR quests that we should be doing before we go for the Yes Man ending. Although that will likely also have to be after we do some DLC stuff. Depending on how long the quests here last, we might start doing one of our DLC quests, but we'll see. Welcome, Pun. Hello there, Sylvie. Welcome, Steve. And hello there, Ambi. On time, as usual, I see. Unfortunately, I think it was 3 minutes late to stream. My bad, dudes. Oh no, Dino, please. Please don't repeat the NPC lines. I've heard them far enough. But anyways, let's do the usual RPG protagonist thing and just wake up sleeping people randomly. Oi! I demand to speak to you.
I didn't expect someone as famous as you here. What can I do for you?
Yeah, you gotta respect me, I'm famous. Major Polalti sent me to help you out. How are things around the camp? Major Polalti sent me.
So, the Major has you running errands for him. Well, we're short on personnel as well as supplies, so we'll take all the help we can get.
Just don't say the other NCR line. Yes. You will perish. I will absolutely destroy you in chat if you say that. Unforgivable, disgusting. My bad. I will revoke my YouTube license now. How can I help with your supply problems?
The Major let me send out some troops to gather supplies, but unfortunately they never returned. I'm guessing they ran into some trouble on the way. You can help by finding the troops and assisting them in bringing back any supplies they found.
Okay, simple enough. Oh hey, what's up, Zach? Did work end early today? Go to Helios 1 to ask about Forlorn Hope supplies. I don't know if there will be any hope for this camp. Any idea on where I should start looking?
I sent them to Helios 1 to see if they had any supplies they could spare. They gotta be somewhere between here and there. I'd try searching the main road or checking with the men at Helios 1 to see if they know anything.
Gotcha. Sounds pretty dangerous.
Of course it's dangerous. Damn Legion raiding parties have been giving us hell ever since they took over Nelson. Hell, my men probably got ambushed by a raiding party. But we need those supplies and we need them badly.
Something
Make
else?
it quick. I don't have time to stand around talking all day long.
I need new bathroom rugs. Imagine if that was a quest. Like, here, run an errand for me. Give me more rugs. How are things around the camp?
Not good. If we don't get more supplies, we're gonna have to start using dirt for food and sticks and rocks for weapons. Hey, how'd you like to do something for me?
Oh my god, well, I guess let's add on another quest, why don't we? Depends on what sort of thing.
I want you to collect NCR dog tags from our fallen troopers. That way I can
collected
keep
a
track
few.
of who's gone and how to reallocate our supplies.
Seems easy enough.
It's easy. Just bring back any NCR dog tags you find, and I'll try to make it worth your while.
Alright. Also, question for those in chat. Would you be more willing to go on a quest to buy bathroom rugs for an NPC than the usual MMO quest of go and kill 5 wolves or whatever creature?
Nice to see
I feel like they're pretty much in the
around
same
here.
vein.
We don't get many visitors of your esteem.
But I suppose bathroom
Something I can do
rugs
for
would
you?
be more interesting. In a way. Found some NCR dog tags.
Good work. If you find any
4.
more, you know where to find me.
4 bottle caps or 2. Okay. What's up, Unlucky? How are things around the camp? What about you?
Me? Well, I've been doing this shit for far too long and I've been in too many battles to remember. Still, this has got to be one of the worst situations I've been in. Not too much I can do about it, but do my job and do it right.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Things are still pretty damn rough, but we're keeping it together.
They get wet and dirty and terrible in no time. Fair enough. Want to ask about your missing men.
What do you want to know?
Well, I mean, we already kind of know about that. Like to trade? What do you have?
I don't have any supplies to spare, but I got caps if you have anything you don't need.
I see. It's intriguing that you would be willing to trade with me. I wish there was a setting for... Ooh. No, can't sell that. Yeah, don't really think there's anything that we need to offload at the moment. Wait, unless... Do I have any cigarettes that I can offload? It should be in Misk. Nope. Alright. Let's continue on our merry way.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Go to Helios 1. Don't tread on the bear. Okay, that's all the yes man stuff. Well, I guess it's time to head over to Helios. Thankfully, we've been there before, so... What's up?
What is it?
I want to check on the troopers sent from Camp Forlorn Hope.
Yeah, they were here a while ago. Gave them all I could, which wasn't much. But as many problems as we're having here, I know they've got it worse. I've seen soldiers get assigned there. It's like they got told they were gonna die. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. If you're trying to track them down, we put a GPS marker in the supply crate. You can track it with your Pip-Boy.
Oh, very nice. Also, I don't think the name of the camp, is very motivating. Maybe we could change that.
Later.
But I suppose I'm not the one making the rules. It's a ways there. Actually, it'd probably be easier to go from Camp Forlorn Hope backwards.
Forlorn Hope. Now we got a chance to hold it.
Like, does the first recon completely outrank you guys that much? Collect rugs, kill people, same shit, different days. Oh man, they are tasks of equal value, for sure. Require very minimal effort on both parties. It's right over this hill. Wonder why they didn't send anybody over there. Probably just because they don't have enough men. The NCR has always been just so spread out, with not enough resources to really hold anything. Now this is why I've got to take over everything. Because I can just have a massive robot army make sure that everybody follows exactly what I say. I'm sure the power won't corrupt me. The first thing that I'll do is make VTubers legal again. That does not look good. So what weapon am I using here? Ah, this machine. I see. Oh wait, I still have Nephew's thing. Okay. Oh, it's called Forlorn Hope IRL? Huh. Hope letter 8. To my brothers, if you're reading this, then I was probably killed by some slimy Legion scum who got lucky. Hopefully the bastard is dead and 6 feet under. But if not, you better avenge me, or I will haunt you until the day you die. Quincy. P.S. Kill all the Legion dogs that I wasn't able to. Thanks. I see. House pretty much is a VTuber. He's kind of embodied the VTuber though. I maybe we could classify him as a different kind of VTuber? I don't know. We come up with new classifications almost every day anyways. To my dearest Ellen, we're in a tough spot here and none of the men expect to make it out alive. Things look pretty grim. I'm writing this so that if anything happens to me, you know how much you meant to me. I was foolish to join the NCR and leave you behind, and I've regretted it every second of every day that I've been here. My only wish now is to see you again, and hold you in my arms. The only thing that keeps me going are my thoughts of you. Just know that I made mistakes, but you were the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm sorry, and I love you. Your tier 3 sub, Harry. Wow. Very enlightening. Supply shipment? I'll take that. Wait. What the heck? See that guy over there? Bro does not know what he pulled up to. Oh, don't go. What the heck is that? You guys aren't even a part of this. Wait, Kaisar's Legion hates me? That's impossible. Wait until you find his real body? He really looks like a VTuber too? What do you mean by that? There we go. Jalapenos! Awesome. Unfortunately, he died before he could taste the mighty jalapeno. You got a broken cowboy repeater with you? What good was that gonna do, bro? Didn't take you long to swing back to hated? It's pretty easy to make people hate me. I found that that was a pretty valuable skill. Back in my days of being a YouTuber. But nowadays, as I roam the Mojave Desert, all I can do is go back to those times and reminisce on the better days of sitting back at home, starting a stream on time, maybe 3 minutes late,
if you're looking for supplies,
and having
I'll make
fun
this
playing
easy
games.
for you. There aren't any, but something tells me you're not here for that. What do you want?
Found the supplies.
I take it my men weren't dead. It's a high price to pay, but these supplies will save a few lives here. Thanks for finding these. You should check in with the Major. He'll want to know about this.
Okay. Speak to Major politely. I'll politely speak to you. I don't know how to pronounce that name. But you guys who regularly watch our streams probably already know how well I pronounce video game names.
Hello.
Go away. What's up?
I'm glad to see you here. We could definitely use your help.
I helped Maze.
I heard. The extra supplies will help for a short time, but that only solves one of our problems. With all the Legion raids lately, we're running low on troops that can still fight. Some are injured, but even more are dead. I want you to check in with Dr. Richards and see if he needs any help getting our troops back on the front line.
Okay. Who is this Dr. Richards? Yo, what a mouse. The algorithm has blessed me. Finally! After 4 years of doing YouTube. Today we're doing missions at Camp Forlorn Hope. Hopefully something interesting comes up.
Ah, look who it is. What brings someone of your renown into my humble medical center?
Bro, do you just sleep with blood spatters on your shirt? I guess supplies are low, so you don't have a replacement, but hot dang, it's hardcore. The Major said you might need some help.
With business booming like it is, and considering I'm the only person with medical experience in the camp, I could perhaps use a hand. Do you have any medical experience?
What? The medicine check is 20? Yes.
Excellent. As you can see, we have a lot of injured troopers here, and I haven't had time to look at all of them yet. Since you have some medical experience, I'd like you to examine them and see what you can do to treat them.
There's a possibility that this area was meant for a much earlier character, and we had skipped past it. The route that we've gone apparently is not very common. Let me jump over you, Rex. This man's leg is seriously injured. May require amputation to save him. Are you sure to want to attempt the operation? 50 or higher, okay. That's a little more demanding. Alternatively, if you have a medical brace, med X, and a bone saw, you may be able to treat him. Let's just perform the operation with medicine. Use medical equipment to operate. I don't know which one. I'm gonna assume the medical equipment one that consumes your items here. 1 second. Let me do a hard saved. You're addicted to chems too? I guess you got experience? Bro. I only needed them to deal with the death claw. Or whatever those things are called. Let's perform the op. Oh my god. I saved this man's life. Oh, mouse. I can 100% agree. I feel like Obsidian's writing is always top tier. Granted, I say this from the experience of only playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, but everything about that game I really enjoyed. Upon further examination after cleaning the leg, you realize it can't be saved. You carefully begin to amputate the limb. During surgery, you notice the man's hand is gangrenous. I have no idea what that word means. You amputate that as well, saving his life. I'm assuming it could not be saved. This man appears to have suffered a close-range blast trauma. His upper torso is covered in cuts and is severely burned. Improper treatment will kill him. Would you like to treat him? Alternatively, if you have tweezers, med-X, and a super stim pack, you may be able to treat him. I think the may there is an important part. That it might not be as good as like having the higher medical stat. Like say for the other guy, we might have noticed, not noticed that thing on his hand. And amputated that as well. Treat the wounds with medicine. Means that it's rotting. Ah, okay, I see. Both of their best known games were forced out the door early. That is incredibly unfortunate. And a sad reality. Okay. I did see your comment earlier here, Adams, about all this stuff's already being here. I think I'll just take the stuff that I find useful. Because, what is our current carry weight? You're not doing too good. This isn't stealing. I'm simply collecting my pay. Okay. One last person. Can you be saved? This man appears to be suffering from multiple machete wounds. Improper treatment will kill him. Would you like to treat him? Multiple machete wounds? Probably a Legion ambush. Let's treat with medicine. Oh, it's when the blood stops flowing to the area. Okay. I guess it makes sense then that it's at, like, one of his extremities being his hand. That's probably where it starts. I'm not a doctor. I may be a mad scientist, but I will always say that I'm more mad than I am scientist. And the most that I could claim to being a scientist is being a sports scientist. I know how to play sport well. Maybe. Yo, what's up, Argos? We're doing good. Just saving people's lives, like I usually do. Your average Tuesday. You carefully clean the wounds and apply antibiotics before stitching the wounds closed. The patient will recover completely in time. I did a good thing. I'll take that. Very nice. Ooh, lovely. I wonder what they'll say when they have no medical supplies left. Not that it's gonna help them. They'll all be dead soon enough. But before they go, they should give me all their XP. Alright. Alpha Protocol? I've actually never heard of that before. What's up?
I didn't expect to see you here. What can I do for you?
I finished looking over your patients.
Excellent job. Where'd you learn to do all that? I don't think I could have done much better myself. Very impressive. As for the men, they'll recover soon and be back on the front lines in no time. Huh, the circle of life. I'll send word to Major
Circle of
Plotly about
life.
your work here. Once again, you have my sincerest thanks.
Apparently, the circle of life involves going to the front lines, going back to the medical tent, and then going back.
Morning. We're kind of busy around here for social calls, so if you're not here to help out, just stay out of my way.
Oh, I 100% agree, Mouse. I enjoyed playing the dark side for KOTOR because it showed the Force in more ways than just, you know, black and white. Because the evil just being evil is kind of boring, and I'm glad that they took it the way that they did. I only wish I could have seen the ending to that. Alpha Protocol was withdrawn from most stores once the music license ran out. Yikes. If the music license ran out, does that mean it's impossible to stream? I finished helping Dr. Richards.
Dr. Richards said you did a good job in there. That's mighty high praise coming from him. With the help you've given us, we're doing a little bit better, but we still have the Legion forces at Nelson to deal with. If we can retake Nelson, that will be a huge help to our efforts in this area and give us an advantage at Hoover Dam.
So what, the Major is like, okay, look, I know you're a courier and all, but can you go and claim this fort for us? Thanks. That will be a huge help. Do you have the troops?
Not really, but we don't have much choice. If you help out more around camp, I could spare some additional men for the battle.
Not sure your opinions on modding. Some people see it as a sin. I play most of my games modded. I have like 50 or so plus mods on New Vegas right now. Some people might think that's a sin, but it makes the game run better. Is there any intel on the Legion forces at Nelson?
Reports have the Legion forces at Nelson sizable, but not insurmountable.
Okay. I mean, I think we can just go and do it. I'm ready. We've been doing this the entire game. Let's go.
Excellent.
Let's kill those
Killing
Legion
the
scum.
Legion commanders in Nelson will severely cripple the Legion forces and allow us to take back the city. Meet up with Sergeant Cooper just outside Nelson. He will assist you in reclaiming Nelson.
I'm gonna assume if we go to the Legion side, we would be invading Camp Forlorn Hope instead. Right, where's Sergeant Cooper? Somewhere over there. Looks like we're gonna have to lug it there, bros. Have you seen the amount of DACA you're carrying? I mean, it is a pretty surmountable amount of DACA, that's for sure. Carrying all these grenades around, I'm never using them. But there was that one time where I did need one. I forget which vault that was. It was the one where I had to throw a grenade down the hallway. Oh no, I think it was the plant one. Was it? I had to throw a grenade down the hallway, then hide in a room. So that I didn't get blasted by the subsequent explosion. Oh, voice crack. Let me drink some water. There's some quests inside the command center tent here too. Oh, wait. I should go pick them up then before we leave. Which one is the command center tent? I'm gonna assume the biggest one. Well, I do have a lot of mods on this playthrough. I didn't get any mods that really changed the gameplay. Just quality of life stuff. Oh, the humanity! Where's that? My precious green angel. Oh, wait. Are you familiar with Warhammer? We do a lot of that around here. Actually, Major, do you have anything else?
What do you need?
You would have immediately thought of a specific song when someone says something is a sin. Yeah, it's unfortunate
I can spare.
that copyright exists. Well, it's not inherently a bad thing. It's just the way that it's enforced just makes it so we don't get to have a lot of fun. I love Warhammer, for real, for real? Bro, Warhammer Fantasy and 40k, that's kind of a big thing here. A pretty big thing.
Took some skills to bring down that fiend. You done good.
Yeah, I did
Always
do good.
a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
Recently, I kind of took a break from Total War Warhammer 3 to go and play Dawn of War. And it's been great so far.
My team would have liked to get a shot at him, but we're still glad he's dead.
Okay, cool.
Carry on.
Carry on. Carry on.
I heard the Legion took out another one of our patrols.
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have work I need done and nobody here at the camp has the time or inclination to help me out.
What do you need help with?
I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates,
Kill
radiation
ratios.
deaths, and other truly fascinating numbers. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our reports, especially with regards to intercepting hostiles. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone to deliver security code upgrades to each of the ranger stations.
You think someone is listening in on your broadcast? I mean, it's not, like, completely crazy thought. Normal
Less than
tactics.
a third of reported enemy sightings are getting intercepted. Either our intel is faulty, or our enemies are one step ahead of us.
There was also the fact that back when we were at the base for the NCR, there was a literal mole there telling all the Legion forces, or were they telling the Fiends? I forget. About where NCR units were. You think the NCR would be very concerned about this sort of thing?
I've been trying to get someone to authorize this update, or at the least get field clearance to leave the camp and do this myself. But nobody takes me seriously. They just think I'm an incompetent desk jockey trying to glamorize the importance of my job.
Feel you on that one. What makes you think you can trust me with security codes?
The security codes are unique to the radios at each ranger station. They're useless anywhere else.
Custom radio covers. So you're just checking out his YouTube channel? Sure. I'll take a look at it. I mean, I do love listening to game OSTs. I'll help.
This holotape contains the updated security codes for the ranger stations. Show it to the comm officers there. Once the new codes are in use, anyone still using the old codes will just hear static if they're listening in on our frequencies.
Very nice. Okay, what do you do here?
I handle communications for Camp Forlorn Hope, compiling reports I've received from the rangers at Camp Golf as well as the brass at McCarran. Unofficially, I'm also in charge of radio security. No one else seems to take it as seriously as I do.
Oh, somebody's got to do it.
Bye.
This
All
continues,
right.
There won't be many of us left.
I don't think there's anybody else important here. Okay, let's go. Not sure which quest would be more interesting. I suppose the siege on the actual fort would probably be pretty cool. That is a lot of stations to upgrade. Holy cannoli. I think we'll do the siege first. Unless if it has any bearing on this particular quest. But this one seems a little more simpler to complete for now. But yeah, for those of you guys in chat, what are your favorite game OSTs? I'm still kind of stuck on listening to the Persona 3 Reload OST, as well as sometimes swapping over to Persona 4. Occasionally, I also dive back into the Punishing Grey Raven soundtrack. There's just something about, what do you call it again? Trance EDM that just hits for me. Oh! Thank goodness I was paying attention. Also, kind of a banger. Also a hidden gem. If you guys don't know anything about the Trails in the Sky series, I do highly recommend giving the OST a listen. It's pretty good. Hollow Knight? Ooh. I remember... I forget what the city was called. It's the one that eternally reigns.
The Ranger vets
That
are on
OST
their way
is
from Baja.
fantastic.
Never seen one, but I've heard of you. Glad to have you on our side.
Love Skyrim, but I love the Nier Automata soundtrack. A classic. Nier just has incredible music. Nier Replicant as well. Guilty Gear? Well, speaking of Guilty Gear, Mouse, I think the algorithm found you the right channel. We recently got into Guilty Gear Strive, and I'm playing it as the first fighting game I've ever played in my life. Did 2 streams already. Play it every single Monday. City of Tears, yes, that's right. Let's do this.
We don't have many troops, so we can only attack from one direction. Where should we focus the attack?
Let's attack from the north. We should attack from the ridge on the east. I can't really back on a save. Can I save mid-conversation? No! These NCR are going to be so disappointed when you stab them back and seize power for yourself. Well, yeah, but we won't have to see their disappointed faces when they get blasted by robots. So it'll be fine. Let's attack from the north.
North it is. Reports also say they might have some NCR hostages. If that's true, we need to do what we can to save them. So stay sharp. Our main target is the Legion leader at Nelson. Intel has the commander as one Dead Sea.
Dead
I've uploaded
Sea.
his last known location to your Pip-Boy. Let's move out.
All right.
I've heard they chew nails and spit napalm.
Are we actually doing this with 3 guys? Okay. Well, I could go it alone to reduce casualties.
That takes care of that.
Woo! Look at him fly. Wait, let me loot. Nothing here. Oh, bro, don't die. I'll be cringe. I've been vilified by Caesar's Legion. Oh, the horror. Oh my god, imagine if they start sending Legion assassins at me. Jeez. Wouldn't that be horrifying? Beware the wrath of Kaiser. It's a little late for that one. Kaiser's hire failed? Oh no. Man. Sucks that I can't be Kaiser's lackey anymore. I'm sorry, doggo. It wasn't your fault.
You won't escape me.
Hi? You guys don't have mines? Let me just waltz in. What? The lock on your door is on the outside? What in the world? Oi! Oi! You never seen a lady in a full suit of power armor? Oh no, dog! I'm sorry. You deserved better. Okay. Enemies Doko. Nobody claimed Legion was smart. I mean, isn't their leader specifically less intelligent than like a mole rat? So,
We're gonna tear them apart.
yeah. Okay. Let me just knock on their door and say hello to their leaders. What's up?
Physician, heal thyself.
Oi!
I guess it's a good thing they invented stems.
What the? Wait, are you sitting on the toilet? I suppose when you gotta go, you gotta go. Alright. I see you, bro. 1 second. I don't want to zap him out of existence. Oi!
I guess that could have gone worse.
Alright. Well. Jurassic Park moment. That's right. Wait. Didn't Jeff Goldblum literally say that? I guess when you gotta go, you gotta go. Man, it's been such a long time since I watched the first Jurassic Park. Right. I'll take this. Thank you. He did. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, wait. It's called a Liberator. Is that like a unique thing? It's a value 1,000. Heck yeah. I'm not gonna miss out on that. Apparently this is also... it's too heavy though. Don't really care too much about it. Maybe? Meh. Unique machete. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't want to go without that one then. Liberates people from life? Probably. Oh no, I'd be stealing. I don't know if that would be stealing from the Legion or if that would be stealing from the NCR now at this point. I can take down the people in the crosses? I'm sure they're having fun though. I mean, look at all the NCR soldiers that aren't helping their buddies.
You know the strip's all stirred up lately?
That's what you're saying to me, who just saved your life? Is gambling all that you guys can think about? Gosh. What's up, Jake?
Watch out!
Oh wait, there's still people here. I mean, you guys can deal with that, I'm sure. Right. Go free! Be free! Go and do your thing, I guess. Whatever that is. Is that... Okay. I just gotta confirm who the enemies are. Don't want to zap my friends in the back. I'll die in a few shots. Oi. Says somebody's over in this direction. No, friend!
I guess that could have gone worse.
Well, I guess I get a dog tag now. I get 2 whole caps out of that one. Nice. Also, that wasn't the... Okay, wait. I think that was the captain. My bad. It was a heroic sacrifice. Legionnaires in Camp Forlorn Hope. I'll have to try and find them then. I think I have a few.
First recon's at camp.
Back already? What do you need?
I want to talk about the attack on Nelson.
The initial reports have come back already. Excellent work. This will buy us a lot of breathing room to get back on our feet here. Now we can actually try to strengthen our forces along the river and prepare for the upcoming battle at Hoover Dam. You have my thanks. We owe you a lot.
You owe me everything, honestly.
Watch yourself out there.
Forlorn hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it.
Okay. Seems it's all just the usual people here. Would it maybe be the doctor? There are also a bunch of other buildings here that we haven't even checked out. And I'm assuming the people who are standing on guard are just generics. Well,
I don't have time.
generic veteran rangers. Which I don't think you can call generic, considering how busted they are in lore. And then just dudes wearing power armor that isn't even powered, just to look cool or something. James Sexton? Intriguing name. Jail? What is bro standing guard for? Or sitting guard for? The shack. Nope. Generics. He's in the barracks. Where is that exactly? Elite of the elite, but never heard of generic of the elite? Hey, you learn something new every day. Also, is this clean running water? Private Stone.
Aren't you the gal that helped wipe out Nelson?
That's what I
Holy
did.
Shit, that's fucking crazy.
It is, yeah. What's your problem?
My problem is we're all going to die. The Legion may be gone from Nelson, but there's still a whole fucking army of them out there. Today, tomorrow, doesn't matter. We're all going to die in this war. So why don't you just leave me alone?
Looks like this guy has lost all hope. How are things around camp?
You kidding me, man? How are things? They're all fucked up, that's how things are.
Not as
Everyone
much
is
as your
either
haircut.
starving or dying out here. Left out to dry by the rest of the NCR. Fuck this place. I'd rather be anywhere else but here.
Why don't you just leave? Oh. That would be insubordination.
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks. That was an enlightening conversation. I'm glad I talked to you, Mr. Stone. Sergeant Bitterroot. Betsy. Some familiar faces around here. Generic troopers. You could say that Hope has forlorn him.
Didn't think you'd be back. What's this about?
One of those 6 people who voice this game. Yeah, every single time I like turn a corner and talk to an NPC, it's like, oh, sup, Yosuke.
You keep talking to me, sweetness, and people are gonna think we're an item. Not that I mind.
Oh my. Oh, Cook is dead. Oh, did we never tell her?
You killed him? Well, shit. Here I dreamed up this whole elaborate revenge fantasy. Didn't really think I'd do it, but as long as the tubby bastard was actually alive, I could pretend like I would. Here, I owe you. Take it and get out of here, before I indulge my inner bitch and spoil the moment.
Oh god. 3 $100 redos and 4 20s. Okay,
Ranger
I'll
vets
take
are
that.
Away from Baja.
Bro is not here, so
true nail.
let's try and look around. Bro, Mr. Stone over there just stands there menacingly, waiting for his time to die, probably. Cut them some slack, yeah. I mean, regardless of that fact, the voice acting is incredible. And I mean, oh, 10 of spades, what's up?
About time. God was coming to him.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
And I think the story more than makes up for it.
First recon's at Camp
Oh.
Forlorn. If it isn't the gal that defeated the Legion at Nelson, I can't thank you enough. Morale around here has never been higher.
What is your assignment?
I've been placed in charge of morale. It's difficult trying to keep spirits up with the Legion nearby. In fact, there's more hope in wrangling Brahmin with my grandmother's stocking than inspiring these troopers.
What? What is that comparison? You have experience doing that? Wait, so you're telling me there's no hope in hope?
Ironic, isn't it? But it's
Indeed.
understandable. The constant skirmishes take their toll on everyone in the end.
I mean, it's kind of relevant no matter what age that you're living in. Constant war is going to severely reduce the morale of your soldiers and your citizens. Bringing up morale must be difficult. If I was put in your place, I don't know what I would do.
I call that an understatement. But I can't complain. I'm not in the field as much as the others. I just stay here most of the day, coming up with activities to occupy the camp. Which reminds me of something I've been meaning to try. A killer competition to boost morale. Interested?
Tell me about it.
Great. Since the camp is threatened by Legion, I propose a hunt. Kill any you encounter and bring me the Legion's ear as proof. You get it? Legion ear?
That was a great joke. That's hilarious. You think of it on your own? Oh no, I don't want to say that. Does that sound condescending? Actually, I do want to say that.
Yep, been waiting for a chance to use it. So can I count you in?
Bro. Private Sexton would fit in with chat. Oh, man. Punch him, please? I'm sorry, Shaka. I'm too good of a person to just randomly do that to this poor guy who's trying to bring up morale during the middle of a war. Even if his jokes are YouTube chat level. Sign me up.
Great. Don't be surprised if you're already last when you return. If I'm right, the troopers will use any excuse to slaughter Legion scum. Can I help you with anything else?
Ouch, Zero, that hurts. Well, you see, Argoth, the reason why it hurts is because it's true, and the truth hurts. Here are some ears.
Oh man, awesome! The competition is still going strong. Keep it up. And hope, now we've got a chance to hold it.
I'm glad that you finally have a chance. Anything I can take from you guys? No, that's all stealing. Okay. What I know, I keep to myself. Careless talk costs lives. Indeed. The morale of the base would skyrocket if you did. Just punch him in the face. Does everybody hate him? Imagine if that were the case. Or maybe it actually is. You never know with these kind of things. Anyways, it's time to trot the world. See the sights. What's the closest one? Ranger Station Delta is currently the closest one. Fortunately, we're gonna have to lug it there. At least our jokes are cut above yours, Zero. Well, I can't even deny that, if I'm being perfectly honest. I am the failed bard, after all. Trying to peddle my wares to any passerby that the YouTube algorithm sends my way. If I was more entertaining, ooh boy. Imagine the clips. The amount of content that would come spilling out of my mouth. Which honestly isn't really an image, a mental image that I'd like. That's how it's cursed. If you're literally hunting the Legionnaires like sport, then are they really such a threat? To everybody else they are. To me, not anymore. My weaponry is far surpassed anything and everything. Plus, I have a full suit of power armors, which they do not have access to. Hopefully. For Bird, I'm allowed to make granddad jokes? Well, I mean, if you want to really lay into it, Argoth, I'll allow it as well. I mean, I'll laugh at them. Even if I think some of them may be corny. But you know, sometimes we need a little laughter and positivity in our lives. Things can get pretty depressing in this nuclear waste desert. If only a nuclear winter would happen. Make things easier. Said some crazy person that I randomly walked past, who doesn't understand what a nuclear winter even is. So,
First recon's in Camp Forlorn Hope. Get some rangers in there too, and it'll be a damned impregnable fortress.
impregnable.
First
You ever think
recon's in
about being
Camp
a
Forlorn
ranger?
Hope. Get
I
some rangers
have,
in there
yeah.
too, and it'll be a damned impregnable fortress.
Arcade's having fun with the boxes, I see. What's up?
I'm not supposed to let civilians just walk around this place. There better be a good reason for you being here.
I brought radio security code updates from Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope.
Very well. You can tell Reyes that this station is secure.
I'd like to know more about the Rangers.
Well, when there's trouble regular NCR troops can't handle, they send in a ranger. Problem solved. We're also responsible for keeping the borders of the NCR secure, scouting out threats, that sort of thing.
Whenever I run into trouble when playing XCOM 2, I also send in the Ranger. It usually doesn't end well. Well. But for who, it's up to debate. What do you do here?
I'm in charge of the radio, hence the title Comm Officer. I'd much rather be out on patrol since nothing much happens around here.
Alright, cool. Goodbye.
Ma'am.
I am indeed, ma'am. How could you tell? I suppose these hips don't lie. Alright, first one down. Doesn't seem to be much else over here. Just a broken house. Alrighty. Ranger Station Alpha. You can get to there from 188 Trading Post. Let's go. In which direction? Northeast? Northeast. Hoover Dam, NCR, and Proud? We'll see about that. If a lady comes to be wearing that, I'll call her ma'am too. Oh, man. I would have to agree. Maybe it's a little hard to distinguish, though. I feel like to wear this kind of, like, metal suit and still have the hips must mean that underneath all that, she must be, like, incredibly curvy.
Bad guys.
Oh. Poor doggos didn't get enough to eat. I'll call her mommy. Hey, I didn't want to be the one to say that, but I was thinking it. There are already plenty of characters that I call that. At the moment, a lot of them are in Guilty Gear. They did get some bullets to eat now. Oh no, Pod, how could you? Not the doggos.
Nuclear winter.
What's up?
This post isn't someplace a civilian ought to be.
Sergeant Reyes sent me with a security update.
All right. She radioed ahead and mentioned that somebody was coming by. Odd that she'd send a civilian instead of a trooper, though.
They tell from your female walking animation? I suppose so. The metagaming here is insane. Anything going on?
Just the usual. Legion scouts try to slip across the river a couple of times a week, but they always end up floating downriver with holes in their heads.
Damn. Rangers are hardcore.
Ranger Station Alpha. Ranger Lineholm is in command here.
Tell me about them.
I'm not really much of a historian. The short version is that the Rangers are the elite of the NCR military. Best fighters in the wasteland.
Alright. Later.
Don't get killed out there.
What exactly do you have to do to become Ranger status? Just like take out 100 Legion soldiers in under 1 minute? I haven't discovered Bitter Springs yet. Rangers are the only cool thing about the NCR? That is pretty sad, not gonna lie. Okay, yep, and this direction? Maybe we can pass by Bitter Springs in the meantime. Although, I don't think it's such a nice place to be in. If, it's the place I think it is. You need to kill and impersonate a ranger? Sounds about right. It's one of those systems where, like, you can't join our ranks unless if you kill one of our men. If you're able to do that, then that means you were just better than them, and you're clearly more deserving. So what are those? Bugs? Yeah, they're bugs. What were they called? Cazadors? Something like that. Sith Lord rules? You can do that? I mean, for the Sith, yeah. But are you, actually being serious?
Looks
I
like
wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, they are Cazadors. Cazador means hunter in Spanish. I see. I don't know any Spanish at all, if I'm being perfectly honest. But it makes sense that they would be named that. Gotta be pretty easy to impersonate people in this world. There's like 5 different voices. God help the man who uses a voice recognition lock. Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think any voice recognition locks would work at all in this world. Just don't even try. Oh my god, jalapenos? Gotta take that. I don't know why. What is that? Oi! Is that just like a naked man up there? Oh. No. I think that's a zombie. I think. Giant tarantula hunter wasps. Tarantula? I thought they were just massive wasps. Although I suppose I haven't really taken a close look at them. Paralyze their prey with venom and lay eggs on them. Ah, okay, I see. That's where the tarantula part comes in. How do we get in here? Oh, there we go. What's up?
If you're here to sell something, we don't want any.
You're here to sell something all the way out here? Sergeant Reyes sent me.
No problem. Hey, do me a favor when you get back to Reyes and tell her that we don't need any more damn ammo. Wouldn't mind more water, though.
Why don't you use your radio to fix your supply situation?
You think I haven't tried? Every time I do, Camp Golf acknowledges the situation. And soon after that, more ammo.
What? Please, more water. Please give me water, sir. Here's 10 bullets. What do you do with that? Are they like trying to suggest, here, go and get your own damn water? How are your water supplies right now?
We're not gonna die of thirst anytime soon, but I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Since you have extra, could I have some of that ammo?
It's not my call to make. You'd have to clear it with Ranger Erickson.
No, let's talk about something else. What do you do out here?
This is the frontier of NCR territory, and we're the first line of defense. You won't find much in the way of civilization east of here. South of here is Camp Guardian, but they've been having radio trouble, so they've been silent for a while now.
Yikes. What was that about surplus ammo?
We keep getting deliveries of ammunition for some reason. I don't mind target practice, but there isn't all that much to shoot at out here.
That's probably a good thing. Later.
Careful out there.
Crates. I see you. Oh, nani? When you steal NCR equipment, tools, and personal property, you are his bitch. What? What is this propaganda? Oh, man. What's that? Stack of cards. Oi!
What brings you to Ranger Station Bravo?
Yo, what's up, Gallon? Welcome. Has he already killed him? That is true. I think that was at like the very start of our playthrough too. Still didn't mention he had surplus ammo. Might have had some.
You're not stationed here, but your rep with the NCR speaks for itself. It's mostly rifle rounds, but I'll throw in a few boxes of pistol ammo. I really shouldn't be doing this for you, but there's no way we're gonna use all of this or be able to carry it with us.
Thank you. What do you do out here?
We're here to make sure the Legion doesn't try to sneak around Lake Mead and come at NCR from another direction.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. You are just boundless with personality, aren't you? Anything else interesting over here? It's pretty out of the way. So I'm assuming not. We just have a guy phasing through... Two guys phasing through buildings at the moment.
Looks like we booted the Legion out of Nelson. About damn time.
Indeed. Ranger Erickson is playing on hardcore mode where the ammo is weighted. Ah, I forgot about that.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more...
Oh my god. Oh no, they're not exactly the same guy. They're wearing slightly different outfits, but they're pretty much the same guy. Oh, I think they're meant to be sleeping? Doesn't look like it's really working out, though. Now you finished work? Awesome. I'm assuming you were just watching on the way back home, then. Ow! What the? Oh my god. The barrels have joined the Legion. I would say most Legion soldiers, though, have the same level of intelligence as a barrel. Wouldn't be surprised, really, if they ran a test and that was so. Should I head over to Bitter Springs? We're already over here, anyways. It would be west. That away. Ammo in the other truck? I know I could probably take it. I probably don't need it, though. I don't really use live round ammo anyway. And that's mostly what they've got. We've leveled their energy weapons the entire playthrough. Tell us how you really feel about the Legion? Well, they don't respect me, and so I don't respect them. It's as simple as that. And I mean, if Caesar sent his entire army at me, I would probably single-handedly beat him. That's how weak and pathetic they are. Yet all they think is that they're like true and real men. Following this code that they learned of some sort of ancient civilization that I've never heard of. Bunch of weirdos. Is this the way in? I believe so. Leaving some bottled water in exchange. I actually do have a few of those, but I'm not that kind to do that. A filthy energy weapon user? Heck yeah. And I'm proud to be a filthy energy weapon user. You know how OP these weapons are? Although granted, if I had spec'd into gun, I would probably still be having a pretty good time. You're gonna assassinate him in his tent, right? Potentially, I don't know. Do I have to do it myself? I could just send my robot army after him.
I hear a troublesome Legion camp got razed to the ground.
Yeah, it did.
Hope the doc can give me some meds this week.
I don't think this lady is doing very well.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
I don't think, news of the strip is really important to you at the moment. Lore of metal? Yo, that would've been sick. Could just shout that every single time I fire a bullet. I cast gun! At the moment, though, it's more like a magic missile.
I'm hungry.
Well, get over it, kid. Walk it off. Jeez. Alright, well... we need to head all the way over to the other side of the map. Ranger Station Foxtrot. We can get there from Vault 22. Probably. Ah, it was this camp. No, this bunker. No, this vault. Okay, how do I get there? We gotta go around the mountain? If I head up here, is this a path? Oh wait, there are quests there? I'll do this first so then we can head back there. Nope. I don't think this is the way. Go to Jacobstown to get there? Jacobstown? This is an intriguing route. So from Jacobstown, I guess we head off the beaten path. Oh, okay, I see it. I see it. I remember now. There was a split. There was a little dirt road on the side. Thanks for letting me know. You can't Skyrim your way up a mountain in New Vegas. I do have a mod that removes invisible walls. So maybe we could have. But I don't think it would have been very interesting. Or maybe it would have been incredibly entertaining seeing me flail about. Potentially dropping to my death on accident. But now we'll never know. The only area in the game with green plants. I mean, there was that vault that we just visited that had a ton of green plants. Although, those aren't really the type of plants that I would want. Just my opinion.
Looks like break time's over.
Indeed. Stay away from my dog.
Here we go.
I like how the Cazadors fly, but they don't actually. They still gotta go along the ground, just like everything else. Natural green plants? Fair enough. Those ones certainly weren't natural. And if I recall correctly, they tried to kill me. I think that vault actually gave me, like, PTSD. Because now in any game ever, whenever I open, like, a bathroom stall, I gotta, like, take out my gun, just to be safe. Thankfully, I don't do that in real life, because, you know, I can tell the difference between fiction and reality still. But, yeah, that vault messed me up. Following works as entertainment for another VTuber who will remain nameless for her own protection. I
That
see.
could have gone worse.
For now. For now. I mean, I'm literally a VTuber on the internet. Certain, internet psychologists would say that my grasp on reality is slipping. Which is why I had to create this false persona myself. Those people might are probably also crazy, but they just don't want to admit it. At least I embrace it. Zero throws a live grenade into every bathroom he enters. We could all be AI chatbots for all you know. I've had experience speaking with an AI chatbot. If you guys were, then you're probably incredibly advanced. Although it would be really sad if we imagined a situation where Serby and Kiwi and all of our friends who are part of the Legit Weebs channel were all just like AI. And I made all of them in order to have friends. And I also made like fake AI accounts to be in chat at the moment, to speak with, and act as if I'm some sort of streamer or something. I guess in a way, it could be like practice for somebody looking to join a VTuber company. But that sounds like a whole lot of work. Do you have the DLCs? I do indeed. What's up?
This area isn't safe for civilians. You don't want to get caught by the Great Khans.
Don't worry. The Great Khans will be leaving. What do you know about them?
Tough, independent, and as ruthless as they come. They're holed up in Red Rock Canyon, and it's this station's job to keep an eye on them.
AI audiences could be a good product for people who have trouble talking to an empty chat when starting streaming. That is a good idea that would probably be horribly abused in some way. Like, contained in a vacuum. That sounds great, but yeah. I can see how many different ways it could go incredibly wrong and be used in abusive ways. What are you doing out here?
Keeping watch on the Great Khans, mostly. They usually stick around Red Rock Canyon, but at least one large group left recently. We called it in, but haven't heard anything about any Great Khan incidents. Whatever they're doing, they're keeping a low profile.
I had nothing to do with that.
Be careful out there.
Alright, Lainey.
Morning.
Morning to you too. I'm a sentient mushroom that connected to the internet for the sole purpose to watch VTubers. Well, Mr. Sentient Mushroom, I'm glad for you. That hopefully you're wasting your time in an enjoyable way.
First recon's in Camp Forlorn Hope. Get some rangers in there too, and it'll be a damned impregnable fortress. First recon's in Camp Forlorn Hope.
I heard
Get
that
some
already.
rangers in
Thank
there,
you.
too.
You're here for the money. I told the Emeritus I was good for it. I just need more time.
Ma'am, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm kind of interested to see where that takes me, but... I thought NCR Rangers were supposed to be tough and fearless.
I don't want to talk about it.
If you don't tell me, someone else will. I'd rather hear your version.
We were on patrol near the dam when a Legion raiding party jumped us. Didn't even have time to radio it in. I was hit in the head with a machete and knocked out. Didn't kill me, though some nights I wish it had. When I woke up, my nerve was gone. The rest of my squad was crucified, butchered, mutilated. I don't know how they missed me. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they knew they'd broken me. I gambled and drank a lot after that. Got into trouble. But the Rangers gave me a second chance instead of kicking me out. So here I am.
That was awfully nice of them. You were too tough to kill. And you'll get payback on the Legion someday. I feel like that's just straight up a lie. I don't know if I want to do that. Interesting, let's move on. Pathetic! The Ranger should never have let you become one in the first place. Peh. I don't know. I also don't want to kick somebody who's already down. You'll get payback someday.
Maybe. But thanks for saying it anyway.
Oh. I'm a good person. Well, at least I can pretend to be a good person in a video game. What happened between you and the Omertas?
I talked to the cashier at Gamora into forwarding me some chips. I was convinced I was due for a hot streak.
You were stupid. I see.
Didn't go so well. The Omertas were nice and said they'd give me some time to pay them back. They also said if they had to talk to me about my debt again, they wouldn't be nice the next time.
They'd call you names. Yep, I see. What do you do here?
I operate the radio and call it in if we see any great cons moving out in large groups from Red Rock Canyon.
Okay. I brought the radio codes.
Oh, well, yeah. I can do that.
Hey, it's kind of your job to do that, yes. Later.
Watch out for great cons.
And it'll be a damned impregnable fortress.
I mean, I know it's optimal, but yeah, I ain't gonna take some random person's money. What little they have.
Hey.
Whatever their issue is, though, they're gonna have to deal with that on their own. That was dumb. Oh yeah, I'm on a hot streak. I'm gonna borrow more money than I have to pay back. Likely we've been here before. It was on the route to New Vegas. I don't think this is how this place is supposed to... Gosh. God dang it, dude. Every single time. How do I miss these mines? Fuck. Oh my god. From the beginning of the playthrough all the way to the end.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Don't you remember this? The guy asked you to check it out early in the playthrough. I did not. I do not remember this, yeah. How do I disable this tripwire? It's, oh! Take a cigarette. No, that's not what I want to do. We just gotta jump over this thing? Oh! Ah! Okay. Look, we're just gonna ignore what happened there. And we'll just move on with our lives. Okay? Look, I won't talk about what you guys did last summer, and you guys won't talk about this incident with anybody else, chat. You got me? Okay. Let's stealthily look around here and not trigger any traps. We've already been doing well so far. Magnums. Very nice. Ooh, bottle caps. 2 audio logs? I'll try to look around for them. I'm not very good at the looking and spotting things, though. Yo, what's up, Tom? My current build is science. Been going for energy weapons the entire playthrough. Almost max out science, a bunch of speech skills. Okay, is that a... No, audio log here. Last summer, how do you know about that? I know everything about you guys. Always have. right?
This is a message to the NCR from the Legion. We are coming for you. Run, and we will catch you. Hide, and we will find you. No matter what you do, you are all going to die. We took one of the women alive.
We took one of the women alive. Uh-oh. Oh, nice. We'll take all the stuff in here and blame it on the people who raided this place. Now that is big brain. Okay. Well, not much else that we can do here. I mean, that was one audio log. Apparently there's supposed to be two. Oh, there it is. Do you also have a social link spreadsheet? Well, I'm not that crazy yet, Argo. Don't worry.
Drove the raiders off. No casualties. In the meantime, patrol's back. They're late. I hope they got a good excuse. What took...
The reason why the patrol is late is because they're dead. Okay. Well, Ranger Station Echo. Actually, let's look around a little bit more. Be careful of mines. I have heard that melee builds are actually super fun. I ran into trouble with Legion super early on. And so they sent a bunch of Legion assassins at me. They had like really, really good melee weapons on them. So if you're able to deal with that in the early game, and then just take their weapons off of them, I think you're gonna have a amazing time. Does take a little bit of doing though. And potentially, you know, taking out a grenade launcher and maybe assassinating one of the first Legion guys that you see, but... I don't know. I feel like that's an optimal route. Oh, if you do the radio quest before you get the quest from Ranger Andy, this place doesn't get attacked by Legion. Gotcha. Well... Unfortunately, at least it looks like we can still complete the radio quest. Just that these people did not live to see it. Or hear these awesome radio codes that I have to tell them. Ranger Station Echo. Goes to the Coyote Mines. Okay. Right through here. I wonder how accurate the rest of the landscape is to the actual Mojave Desert. Because I know all the places they do actually exist and you can visit them. But like, what about all these minor details? Have I discovered this place? Or this is just the Coyote Mines? Yep. Okay. A good knife somewhere near spawn? Yeah, I have no idea where any of the spawn locations are for any of the items. Most of the good stuff that I have is just from chat, like telling me, hey, check through that door over there. Or like in this particular vault, there's a really good energy weapon. Or this MF Hyperbreeder Alpha, or whatever it's called. I wouldn't have thought that it was this good. And like it didn't even use any ammo, which is insane to me. Uh-oh. Let's not go that way. Or is this entire place just, radioactive? You guys okay?
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Can you please shut up?
Evening.
Evening.
Gotta wonder what the hell a civilian is doing here.
What is this place?
Ranger military outpost. We're keeping an eye on the Legion activities south of here at Cottonwood Cove. Nothing going on down there at the moment. Just the usual slave trafficking. Poor bastards.
Oh, so this is the goal outpost that we heard about before. Gotcha. I have updated radio security codes.
What, again? Didn't I just change those damn things? Alright, fine. Show me the new codes.
NCR is letting the Legion get away with slavery?
Believe me, I would love orders to take Cottonwood Cove apart and kick the Legion back across the river. But the brass at McCarran doesn't want us to waste resources on something they consider a minor target. So we just get to watch.
What if I just one-man that place, huh? What are they gonna do about it? Does the Legion know you're watching them from here?
Undoubtedly. Rangers are tough nuts to crack, though. And any force small enough to launch a surprise attack isn't going back in one piece. On the other hand, if the Legion goes for a full-scale attack, we'll see them coming, fall back, and wait for reinforcements. So we know what they'll do, and they know what we'll do, so we just sit around and keep an eye on each other.
Stalemate. I see you. Goodbye.
Yeah.
First recon's in Camp Forlorn Hope. Get some Rangers
Looks
in there
like
too.
we
booted the Legion out of
Ooh,
Nelson.
right away.
About damn time.
Alright. Cool beans. Now let's go back and finish this. I delivered all your stinking codes for you. Just like any good courier would. Once a courier, always a courier, apparently. I did it!
Welcome back.
Every station except Charlie has been given the new security codes. Charlie doesn't exist anymore.
The station's been silent for quite some time now. I guess this confirms what we've all feared. Thanks for letting me know. I'll switch over all radio broadcasts to the new encrypted channels. This ought to help us stay a step ahead of any spies. Before you go, I've got another job available.
Another one? What else do you
We've
need?
received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. These
Trained
reports can't
death
be
claws?
accurate, can they? I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the rangers who sent them in?
I'll investigate and let you know what I find out about those requests. Have you heard anything usual about any of the other ranger stations?
Nothing is severe. Charlie seems to be getting a lot of extra medical supplies for some reason, while Bravo hasn't requested a resupply in a while. Echo has been reporting heavy Legion activity down on their end, but that's about it.
Get yourself a Deathclaw mount. Imagine. Modern gaming moment. It pops up. $20 for the Deathclaw mount DLC. Oh god. Oh, I wonder if that would be a thing. God, I hope not. I'll investigate and let you know what I find.
Thank you, and good luck.
Later.
Bye.
Well, hopefully it had nothing to do with me giving... What was it? The Enclave? The Deathclaw eggs? Like, I'm not associated with any of this tomfoolery, yeah? Ranger Passan. Not gonna lie, I thought it just said Ranger Person. What's up? On your daily route? Hey, I'm gonna run up to catch to you. The Thord? I don't think so, yeah, hopefully. I feel like they keep to themselves.
No sudden moves and you and I will do all right. What do you want?
What if I just want to bust a move here? Is that illegal? You followed the report which said Legion super mutants wiped out an NCR patrol.
No, I didn't. You might hear that kind of nonsense from a drunk trooper on the strip, but not from me. The Legion doesn't have super mutants. That patrol was wiped out by its own incompetence. A couple of the troopers were fooling around with a grenade when it went off.
Oh my god. Is this the level of competency the NCR Rangers have? What in the world? Let's just play around with the grenade, why don't we? God, talk about playing with fire. Hardcore hot potato. That is a game I do not want to be part of. What are you doing out here?
Keeping watch on the river and looking for anyone trying to cross it. The Legion likes to send infiltration teams over on rafts.
The rafts. Okay.
Best of the best. That's all there is to it. Really nothing more to say than that.
The Fork Skin? And
See you
Elder
around.
Scrolls Online? What the heck? Look at my fork. It's a custom fork. Robo Brain. Scenic Overlook? What if I sit in your chair? Not gonna lie, I don't think I'd be able to see any Legion raids coming in. I think you need to move the chair a little bit closer, sir. Dumb kids with a week of training? Yeah, probably. A lot of troopers get like 2 weeks of training, then get shipped out here. Because of the lack of manpower and stuff. Yeah, I get you. It's just funny to think about, though, that like these so-called trained soldiers protecting the entirety of New Vegas are just a bunch of kids. Have you killed Kaisar? Not yet. I do plan to, though.
Outpost. Why are you here?
Sergeant Reyes sent me. She's curious about the high casualties at this station.
High casualties? We've had one broken ankle, but nobody at this post has died.
Breaks ankle. Oh, God! Please send help! We can't do this anymore! We're suffering massive casualties!
Any injury, illness, or death gets radioed to Ranger HQ at Camp Golf. Chief Hanlon and his aides compile the reports and assign reinforcements as needed. And they're not needed here.
How could Reyes have been wrong?
There are other Ranger posts around. Reyes might have mixed up the report.
Is Reyes sound of mind? What's going on here? You lying to keep morale up?
Do a fucking head count then. Everybody's right where they're supposed to be.
Well, there you go.
Reyes got the numbers wrong. Not much more to it than that.
Why is Reyes receiving faulty information? Or is she lying to us? Any interesting places around here?
Have you ever heard
There
the
we go, I
story of
don't
the
know.
bomber that crashed into the lake before the war? Supposedly it's mostly intact, even after all that time.
Oh, well, about that bomber, you see, I might have dove down into the middle of the lake and brought it up for the boomers to use. So don't worry about it. It won't come up again.
For about 10 years now. Toughest training I've ever done, and was the proudest day of my life when I got my Ranger badge. Did you know that the first battle at Hoover Dam was won because of the Rangers? Legion had the numbers, but we had the skill.
Dang. Get off classed. What do you do here?
Ranger Station Alpha used to be the frontline outpost for NCR. When we moved on to the dam, this station has fallen into more a support role.
Okay. Later.
So long.
Dude probably slipped on a banana, Yuka. Very likely. Alright. Foxtrot. Skill and choose have better weapons and javelins. It's probably due to the gun runners. Is it?
Yeah?
I need to confirm your report about great cons with trained Deathclaws.
You must be mistaken. I haven't filed any report like that. Trained Deathclaws? I would have remembered that. If someone is saying I filed that report, that's a load of crap. I won't have my name attached to a clerical error.
Link told me your story.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. There was a lot of talk about expelling her from the Rangers, especially once the gambling and drinking started. Being posted here is her second and last chance, and so far, I'm not impressed. Link's jumpy all the time, and the others are sick of it.
Okay.
Be careful out there.
Well, pull Skedaddle on back and talk about how all of this info seems like some sort of weird fanfic. Like, what's actually going on here? Did they tap into the comms and are impersonating these people?
The Ranger vets are on their way from Ireland. Never seen one before.
Welcome back.
Oh my god! What is going on? People are talking about me! Behind my back! One second, I gotta go find them. Alright, I got him. It was just some Legion assassins hiding in my walls. They're gone now. How was Guilty Gear yesterday? Unfortunately, Serby couldn't join. So, I basically did Abba's arcade mode a little bit. And then did a bunch of viewer battles. It was actually incredibly fun. Just playing against a bunch of people way more experienced and trying to just pick up some stuff from them. People in chat were also being super helpful with like different moves that I could do and stuff. Hopefully Serby will be available next week so we can continue the story, because it's super fun. Alright. The Rangers' versions of the report they sent to Camp Golf don't match what you received.
I knew it. Every one of the false reports was signed off by Chief Hanlon at Camp Golf. But why would the Chief manipulate the reports? I need you to take everything we found to Chief Hanlon and confront him with it. I don't want to make this public unless we have to.
The Chief? Who's your main? That's... I hesitate to say. I started with Eno.
Bye.
Switched over to Geo to like learn just the fundamentals of a fighting game first. And Geo just has like less complex inputs. And a simpler game plan. Oh, we gotta go over there. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a walk. But I've also been dabbling a little bit into Abba. I think all those characters just, I don't know. I find them very appealing. And Abba's gameplay is very fun when it gets going. But it's very feast or famine. I'll likely be sticking with Geo for a while. And probably alternating between these three. Doop-a-doop-doo. Going down by the waterside, some interesting stuff down there. Sure. I'll stick to the side of the lake. Let's peer into its murky depths. Some say that when you look at... What the heck is that?
I'm glad that's over with.
I was gonna say... If you peer into its murky depths, you might see your significant other, but I don't think these guys are my significant other. What are you? What in the world are you? You look ugly. Are these, like, mutated humans? Or mutated fish? Are these... Is this Serby's family? What? Well. Crab people? Creature from the Black Lagoon? Ah, I've heard of that. Was it a book? I haven't read it before, though. I use Kai? You do indeed use Kai, Argoth. As well as Dizzy. Dizzy's freaking impressive, man. Gotta figure out how to play against her. Old horror movie. Okay. But I have heard of it before. Referenced quite a lot. And I feel like the title is pretty self-explanatory. I feel like while there are probably a lot of people who would suggest picking a main in a fighting game and just like trying to play that and master that, I do think there is value in playing a bunch of different characters and just simply learning their inputs and game plan. That way you can build yourself better as a fighting game player, because you have that extra bit of knowledge of not just only playing your character, but everyone else's too, and what they can and can't do and what's possible for them, and when to exploit it. And there are so many different ways I could say the exact same thing. But yeah, it's really up to you. And what stimulates your mind to play more and practice more. Less monotonous too, yeah. But I mean, different... What's the saying? Different strokes for different folks. It's just really what you enjoy from the game. Like when I was playing League of Legends, thankfully, I am not playing it anymore. I have been cured. Let me just jump over this. I only played Shen, pretty much. Just because there was something about the character that really clicked with me. Didn't really practice too many other people.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
A lot of people do familiarize themselves with all characters so they get an idea of how to counter them in a match. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you know how to play every single character, then your knowledge expands. Brain expansion. I would say beats out a domain expansion any day of the week. Although it's probably much more difficult to actually do that. Do these guys play golf? If they do, I'd fit right in.
Morning.
I found golf to be a fascinating sport. Although a lot of people find it incredibly boring. And I suppose I can see why. But it's just so calming, you know? Going out there, ripping a shaft, smacking some balls, putting them in holes. Those are the times. What's up, dude?
I'm occupied at the moment. Come see me when I'm on the balcony.
Rude. I see that there's a very intimate moment happening here. I'll leave you guys be.
Morning.
How to update my drivers? What did I miss? Just a whole lot of nonsense. Me walking down by the water, meeting some lake lurkers for the first time, and finally reaching Camp Golf. No, that's some kind of innuendo. Nah. If that's what you thought, that's probably what you guys wanted to hear. Please don't go back in.
West, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. You must be the courier folks have been talking about. Word on the radio is that someone wronged you back in Good Springs. The Mojave has a way of burning decent people up.
Just look at Arcade's
face. Sounds like
face.
you've done right by the NCR. It's appreciated. Now what can I do for you?
Bro, I just went up to talk to this guy, and then he tells me this whole long-ass story. And then Arcade's just looking at me like, bruh. I didn't ask you for all this. Do you ever stop talking? That's an actual option I could pick. Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh, yo, what up, Lorenzo? Sonic Adventures is gonna get taken down. That is unfortunate for Sonic fans, but can't say I'm one of them. I never played any of the Sonic games. Do you ever stop talking?
I didn't realize you were in such a hurry. I get so used to sitting in this chair and listening to radio reports, sometimes I forget people are getting ready for war out there.
Bro, what the heck?
Shoot.
Respect your elders? As a Southeast Asian, I've been told that many, many times. And what I say to that is, I respect my elders who deserve respect. Not gonna lie, there are some adults out there. Well, I mean, technically speaking, I am an adult as well. Voice crack. But, man, there are some adults out there who act like children. Very undeserving of any respect, even if they may be older. Edgy talk. Yeah, I'm so cool and hip and edgy with the teens. Hello there, fellow kids. What's up, Forager? Welcome, Rockin' Bird. Sega games in general? Ah, rip, dude. I've heard there are some really good ones. I'm investigating some intel problems for Technical Sergeant Reyes. Or do I straight up... I know you're the one who's been manipulating intelligence data. There's been some technical problems.
Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here.
Chief Yaplon? Pretty much. This guy doesn't stop talking. You know anything about the problems?
I don't know, Technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes. Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here.
I am hearing so much BS right now. What is this guy on? You're a high-ranking officer in the NCR and this is how you talk? Nunny? Christopherson? I don't recognize the name. Can you tell me what movies he's been in? I might recognize the character though. How do you coordinate the intel?
It's a simple system when it works. Patrol rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Gulf. Then I or one of the other rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field.
Wait! Blade 1 and 2? I love the Blade films. Oh, wait, was it the guy who helps Blade? Didn't he recently pass away? This is the same voice? Oh, God. It's been so long since I've seen them. Dang. Well, now I feel bad for insulting him, even though his character here is, not too good. But he was, yeah, Whistler. Oh. He's such a great character in those films. I love the Blade films. Why don't the ranger stations send the intel directly to the troopers?
Comm rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Gulf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel.
Well, they're questioning their intel right now. Give me advice.
Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person.
Okay. What is this? What is this weird feeling? Maybe you're not the one intentionally manipulating information. But like the way that you speak, it's either like complete BS or like sage advice. I don't know how to take it. I guess we're just gonna prove it for ourselves.
Shoot.
I mean, I already said this.
This again. Comm Rangers send the intel.
Yeah.
Then I or
okay, we already know all this. Do it. I mean, this a viable option? Let's talk about all the other stuff before I say that. I should say before actually attacking him. Tell me about yourself.
Folks around here call me the chief, but handling's just fine. The Rangers run themselves pretty well, but I try to lend a hand. Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water.
Fires?
Legion fires. They burn high wherever the Legion goes. Caesar's a hard man to figure out, but he always wants you to know when more troops are at your front door.
Alright.
Adios.
1 second. Let's do a quick save here. I don't even know what that word means, Argoth. What strange language are you speaking in?
You've come back to see the chief. Nice of you to humor the radio tender. What can I do for you?
What do you know about Caesar?
The best of the best, worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of the apocalypse. Like a lot of the followers, he went out in the wilderness with a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be. Except with books and medicine instead of guns.
I don't know why you got these like amazing pause frames, but just something about the way Rex looks right now, it just cracks me up. Look at our doggo. Where'd he go?
Out to the Grand Canyon. He met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham. Graham helped translate for the followers and the tribes. All three of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest.
How'd a follower wind up becoming Caesar?
Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots, or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua Graham became his legate, his right hand. And that's where Graham stayed until Hoover Dam.
What happened to Graham after Hoover Dam?
Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went.
So that was the end of him?
It's not that clear-cut. You have to understand, Graham was the toughest son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports on Graham from Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man.
So if he's still out there somewhere, man never dies. Are the Blackfoots part of the Legion?
Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore. Just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is their chief, father, and god, all rolled into one.
That's really unfortunate to have Caesar as your father. How NCR doing?
Mojave Outpost sent word through the stations. The Rangers coming up from Baja moved through Dayglow a week ago. Some of the patrol rangers have reported that Oliver's power armor heavy troopers are starting to reinforce the front lines. I wish they got here a bit earlier, but that's a Senate for you.
Oliver's heavy troopers. Tell me about the heavy troopers. You mean the guys in power armor that's not powered?
They have the best equipment the NCR can get its hands on. Power armor salvaged from our war with the Brotherhood. Techs strip out the joint servos so you don't need special training to wear it. It feels like you're carrying a Brahmin on your back, but it can take a heck of a lot of punishment.
What are your plans for the DLCs of this game? I've been recommended a lot of different paths and everybody has a lot of different opinions. There are apparently some DLCs that people think I would enjoy more than others. Ultimately, I think it's probably going to be played in release order. And we'll go from there. Not sure if I'll complete all of them. But if it interests me, I'll do it till the end. What do the new Rangers mean for NCR?
The Baja Rangers can do more advanced night scouting and sharpshooting to assist the troopers. Ranger combat helmets are old pre-war gear. They have built-in low-light optics. Makes a big difference.
Okay.
Shoot.
What's the Legion been up to?
Word is that the Legion's old-timers have shown up. Caesar's veterans from the Red Okie Centuria and what was the Painted Rock tribe. They're the best of the best and the baddest of the bad. Short of a Centurion or Praetorian, they don't come any tougher. You come across a pack of them, weigh your options carefully.
Yeah, see, like here. I just mentioned it once, and then we get several differing opinions. I have no idea what I'm gonna be going for. That is... Tell me about Centurions.
Take a regular legionary and age him 10 years. Whatever they lose to age, they make up for with experience. Life expectancy isn't long in the Legion. You live 10 years in Caesar's army, you're a force to be reckoned with.
I mean, that is true. Can't disagree with that. Tell me about Centurions.
There's no real equivalent to them in the NCR. Centurions are battle-born elite officers who earn their rank with blood and sweat. They wear special outfits, too, pieced together from the armor of all their defeated enemies. Good commanders, tough opponents.
Praetorians?
Caesar's elite guard. They travel with him wherever he goes. A bit of insurance in case any of his guests get funny ideas. They aren't the toughest legionaries, but they're the most devoted to Caesar. They believe in everything the Legion stands for.
Dead money's a grind? Why is it considered a grind? I had assumed that they were all just kind of like quest stuff that you would do. But maybe that's incorrect?
Shoot.
Tell me about the Rangers. Last thing.
I could tell you a lot if you had the time. But at my age, I'm not sure which of us would get tired first. What do you want to know?
Any good stories?
Suppose it depends on what you think's good. Most folks want to hear about Hoover Dam and Boulder City, but it's a long story. If you want some tall tales about hunting down slavers or busting up gangs, talk to one of the younger rangers.
Gotcha. Ooh, I got a speech 50 option. Dead money apologist spotted. Okay, look. I know everybody has their own opinions on stuff. I feel like it's just something I gotta do on my own. And then I'll see how it is. And whether or not we'll continue with it. I mean, so far I've been enjoying the game, so I'm not opposed to doing the DLC stuff before we finish it. Must be something good the Rangers have.
It's kind of a long one, but all right. About 25 years ago, a group of NCR settlers pushed way south into Baja. I guess it doesn't seem so far now if you look at a map, but back then they were out of ways. They built this little shanty town around a well in the middle of nowhere. Called it Rattletail.
Oh, I learned something. Noise?
Word got back to one of our stations that raiders had been attacking the place. I went out with 6 rangers. We must have been on the trail for a week before we got to Rattletail. We lost one woman to night stalkers and another almost died of dehydration. When we reached the place, it's 6 shacks set up around an old well.
Okay.
There's over 24 bodies lying in the dunes way outside of town, and 5 men with .308 rifles crouched behind sandbags. And these bodies, these people out in the sand, they aren't raiders, aren't even heavily armed. They're just people who were trying to get to the only well in 50 miles. I didn't have to talk to the men to see that they did not care one bit. They had planted an NCR flag over the well. They would not budge until every last one of them was laid out dead and cold. So I walked up and told them there was a group of raiders coming, 100 strong. I made up some cockamamie name for them and everything. The men looked at each other, looked at us, and asked me what we were going to do about it. I told them we would take them back into NCR territory because we'd already lost 10 rangers on the way out. 10 rangers, 5 men with .308 rifles. Well, that was enough for them. They packed up what they could and we took them back north. Last I heard, they settled somewhere in Anza Borrego. Raised big horses.
No idea where that is.
Had some tough times, but it worked out okay for them. So there you go. That's my one bit of good.
Alright. At least you did something with your life. So what happened at Hoover Dam?
In big battles, Caesar deploys his legionaries in waves. Recruits up front, prime soldiers behind the recruits, old guard bringing up the rear. Opponents wear themselves out dealing with the first 2 waves, if they survive that long. When the veterans step up, there's not much fight left. Caesar can adapt, though, and when required, he can run any mix of legionaries as skirmishers and still retain order in the ranks.
I'm pretty sure that's just actual Roman tactics now. Like, if you survived being one of the lackeys that they sent out first, then you'd get promoted.
Joshua Graham, Caesar's old legate, he wasn't so flexible. When the Legion attacked Hoover Dam, General Oliver ordered his troopers back to the middle ground just after first contact. Graham pushed all of the legionaries onto the dam, filling the east side with recruits up front and veterans in the back, by the book. But once they were in, they were stuck there. Oliver's troopers were entrenched and wouldn't give a foot. That's when we ordered the Rangers and the 1st Recon sharpshooters to start picking off veteran Legion officers from a high ridge west of the dam. That only lasted about a minute before Graham ordered the back ranks to push through to the front and rush the ridge. Caused total chaos among the younger legionaries. Oliver's troopers fell back to the side walkways and stayed out of the veterans' way. By the time the veterans got to the ridge, we were already in Boulder City. They followed us down there, but we were out before they realized what was happening. We had packed the old city with C4 and dynamite. Crude, but it did the job.
It's a trap!
Those who didn't die in the blast were in no position to mount a defense. The ones left on the dam didn't know what to do. The troopers routed them. Graham pulled the remaining legionaries back, but the battle was over. He went south, back to the Grand Canyon, back to Caesar. And that was the last we saw or heard from Joshua Graham.
All right.
Shoot.
That's literally the last thing that we can do now. Very interesting stories, though.
You've come back to see...
I know you're the one who's been manipulating intelligence data. I've just been listening to you talk this entire time to build up to this one moment.
Hold on. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's go somewhere more private.
What is more private than here?
Not much bite left in this old dog.
I don't think any of your bullets will go through my power armor, but you can try. A mob boss tried. And he failed horribly. Eventually we'll get there. But yeah. I think to settle things for the DLC stuff, I'll just do it. And if it's not working out, we'll just move on to the next one. I'll try my best to make it happen. And I shall suffer if it's bad. To experience what you guys have. And if not, then I get to experience some really cool story anyways. Because I'm sure Obsidian Writing is gonna carry it for me, at the very least. And hopefully none of the DLCs have like a place where I can't get away from the copyrighted music. That's kind of like my one issue and one concern.
Sorting and manipulating intelligence is what I do. It's what Rangers are supposed to do. This job isn't all gunfighting and gulping shots of whiskey, no matter what the boys and ladies out there say.
But you're inventing your own intelligence reports. I've seen the logs and talked to the Rangers.
You have you? Misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. Misdirection's what saved me all these years. It's what saved us at Hoover Dam. But it's been 5 years now, and Caesar's right across that lake. He's closer now than he ever was before. I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. But this isn't it.
How does spreading false intel help anything?
People back home don't listen. They don't care. Senators, Brahmin barons, folks who are just trying to make it from day to day. It's been so many years that people forget about it. Conscription brings in fresh troops that die here every month, like it's routine. And even if we hold this dam, what then? Are we gonna send the NCR's men and women to die here for another 5 years? 10? Patrol the whole length of the Colorado for hundreds of miles? Holding this dam. It'll be the death of us.
So you're trying to do this in order for the NCR to lose? Or remain in this stalemate? Or what is your plan? Huh? What does that accomplish?
Creating fear and instability among the troopers without causing harm. It's the only thing I could think of to shake things up. It took some people getting killed to realize I'd gone too far. I had to stop.
Yeah, it's kind of what misinformation on this level will do.
It's never gonna end. This fight with Caesar. People back home don't know what these young men and women are in for. The Legion is the worst enemy we've ever faced. But we can't stop Caesar here. Not without getting a lot of good people killed.
Look, dude, just send me in.
Count up.
I'll get rid of him, and you won't have to worry about
stop,
any of this or spread all your false misinformation. Are you fighting for the people in New Vegas?
We're fighting on their behalf, but Mr. House and the families are stringing us up inch by inch. They'll drain us dry while we fight and die over this dam. We offered them sanctuary in NCR territory before, but they won't listen. Troopers and Rangers have been dying here for more than 5 years while the families sit pretty behind that damn wall.
I mean, fair enough. What do you think I should do about this, then?
First thing that comes to mind is to turn me in. But that might not be the best play, all things considered. Even if your heart's in the right place, I reckon it might do a lot more harm than good.
What will you do if I don't turn you in?
Oliver can't stand that Rangers got credit for victory at Hoover. Whatever I recommend, he does the opposite. I said I wanted us on the ridge. He put them right on the western part of the dam itself. We don't have enough firepower to hold that spot. If the troopers fall back, and they will, the Rangers will advance to cover Oliver's retreat. We lose the dam. Oliver and the Senator are ruined.
What about you and the Rangers?
Rangers are volunteers. Every man and woman who signs up is willing to die for the NCR, myself included. A lot of this is my fault. It's only right that I stand with them.
It's pretty crazy, man.
Maybe 50 Rangers will die on that dam. We lose over 1,000 troopers every year. Being here is crazy. Getting out's the only sane thing to do.
Very conflicted about this one. Very conflicted. Like, he's trying to look out for his men. And I get that. I can kind of respect that. But even he admitted that, like, there was a point where it did more harm than good. But then, that line of thinking just kind of goes into what-if scenarios, and that kind of thinking doesn't produce anything useful, so... Okay, let's think of the scenarios here, though. Because if Caesar's Legion gets the dam, then everybody in New Vegas is screwed. If the NCR gets the dam, then they won't have enough resources to really hold out for very long. Unless, of course, you know, we continue to conscript and send people out there to defend it. But maybe the extra energy that we get from there could certainly help us bolster our, like, our production and our resources and technology. So maybe we could get more advanced weaponry and stuff like that to further defend it. But I mean, will the NCR even treat everybody fairly if they did have access to the dam? And how many more lives would that cost? I think it would cost less lives than to just let the Legion take over everything. Feels like in the long term, more people will die if you don't fight Legion here. Exactly. Yeah, pretty much. When Caesar arrives at NCR territory, oh, Caesar's just gonna bulldoze everything. Everybody's gonna be dead. If you're taking over, doesn't matter. True. Exactly. We could do with a defact NCR. Yeah. So that's why it's like kind of hard for me to side with either NCR and definitely not side with Legion. I feel like none of these people are gonna get anything done. So I'm just gonna take things into my own hands. With my massive robot army. And that's probably the best outcome, at least in my head. NCR is beating their own troops here, but if they abandon it, the people in New Vegas will die. It might protect the NCR for a little while. It's not a permanent solution. And yeah, no matter what, if the Legion gets a dam, we all lose. Your playthrough, you decide? Yeah. Don't worry, I'm just like trying to mull all the options in my head. I find it engaging to do this whenever a game presents me with like a morally great decision. I've been doing this ever since we started the Nier series, and that one had a lot tougher questions. Look, I know your intentions, and I know what you were trying to do. I don't think this is helpful, though. I have to turn you in.
Fair enough. You want to do this the right way, go get one of the Rangers. Don't worry, I'm not going to run out on you.
Keep watch of him.
Rangers, this is the chief.
First recon's in camp.
Uh-oh.
I know I can ramble
Get some
on
Rangers in there,
Well.
but I
it'll
need
be a
you to
damn
listen
impregnable
close for the next
fortress.
minute or so.
Shit.
I've got some bad news. I messed up. Made a mistake. I thought I could
You
help
should
us
talk
get
to
out
Chief
of here,
Hammond
but
if you have any questions.
it didn't
He's usually
work
up
out.
on the balcony.
Rangers get injured all the time. It's part of the job. I know I can ramble on sometimes, but it didn't work out. Rangers get injured all the time. It's part of the job. Rangers get injured all the time. It's part of the job. Rangers get injured all the time. It's part of the job. 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 It's part of the jo But if you lose a few fingers, get a bad break, that's it. You step down. We rely on each other too much to let our infirmities become a liability. The Ranger knows when it's time. Only I didn't. Somewhere along the way, something broke inside me. I couldn't find us a way out of this desert. I wrestled with it, and it took me down a dark road. I wish I could explain it to you. The old chief's finally at a loss for words. Send me all the Legion you can. I'll be waiting for them.
That shot came from the chief's office.
Wow.
Chief.
Hey, level up, let's go! I don't think that was an appropriate time to level up, but I'll take it. Oh, man. Well, I see. That was unfortunate. I don't know, man. I just don't think it was right. And there were people getting hurt by that, and the NCR might have even lost this war. Like, if, say, we were siding with them with, like, this amount of misinformation spreading around and resources going to wrong places. But I get it. This war is people. And he did what he thought was best. But I don't agree with his mindset. Don't forget to loot his body? Heck yeah! Oh, man. Oh, this could have been avoided. You just killed Caesar when you had the chance? I mean, I wouldn't have gotten this experience if I had killed Caesar now, would I? Jeez. Okay, I have no idea what to pick. Definitely not Explorer. I might as well just grab Computer Whiz. Just quality of life. I don't know.
Why did you do it?
I might have known why I did it, but... Ooh. A combat knife. Oh. Ranger Sequoia. Can I, Nope, not that. Let me just, take this. Ah, no. What? Where'd it go? Oh. Nobody sees. Look, I've done plenty of good deeds already. It should be fine.
We can monitor Ranger activity.
Is there any quest over here?
The system's here.
The floor ate it. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I wanted to take it somewhere else, but I mean, I guess thankfully nobody saw that. We did lose karma though, but it's fine. Not like it matters too much anyways. I usually side with House. I see. Yeah, I was like,
Hello.
What is the more maniacal mad scientist route here? And I feel like the yes man route is kind of up my alley.
Rangers in there too, and there'll be a damned impregnable fortress.
Quest in the camp tent south of this resort building. Outside. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for letting me know. You can tell him you killed Caesar to complete the quest. Oh, nice. So then I guess he just wouldn't worry about that anymore. Then we'd be like, oh, you did that. Well, then I could just stop. Stop spreading misinformation. In the camp south of here. Would there be anybody there? Or on this side of the building? Hello?
Glad to
Doc
see you. Any patch job?
Sawbones. Nope. Anybody here with the quest? Would be nice if we had quest markers.
Hell of a thing about Chief Hanlon. I never would have guessed he was capable of it.
How do you like serving in the army?
Man, it's my life. I joined up when I was 16. I don't know how to do anything else.
You joined at 16, you're still a sergeant?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get promoted out of the field. I didn't join up to drive a desk.
How'd you end up at
I've
golf?
been here since the first push into Vegas. Back in the day, this camp was the hotspot for conflicts with the Legion, Raider tribes, you name it. These days, I spend most of my time trying to beat a little discipline into the soldiers under my command. They've gotten soft with no action.
I thought this was where they sent washouts and losers. Damn! What do you do now that the fighting's died down?
Mostly drill the troops, try to keep the discipline up and combat readiness high. It's not the easiest job in the world. Soldiers without a mission get bored very easily. Still, with the Legion just across the river, we have to be ready.
Sounds like you're a little disappointed in your troops.
Disappointed? We call them the misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise. Kid named Max.
Esprit de corps?
But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter.
Maybe I could help you whip them into shape.
You're welcome to try. Hell, maybe they'll listen to somebody they don't see as an authority figure.
Oh god, I'm back at it again. I remember back during military training, I was a sergeant, and it was not fun. It was not fun having to tell off all of my friends. But I guess it was just my job.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever, bro. I didn't want to talk to you anyways.
Hope we can defend it this time.
Gosh. Do you get this whole squad killed if you do this the wrong way? Oh, that might be pretty funny. But actually... Am I wrong? I mean funny? Gosh darn it. I can't do it the funny way. It's not like I pick the funny way usually though, but still. Alright though, bros. I think that's where we're gonna call today's stream. Next time around, we'll check around this place, finish this quest, see if there's anything else that needs done, and any continuations to this quest. If not, then maybe we'll try out the DLC. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed your time here. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna catch you guys next week for some more Fallout New Vegas. Later, dudes.